May the truth be revealed. Yahweh is God. Yeshua is King. And Yeshua is God. We thank Yahweh through Yeshua for His Holy Spirit. Black Lives Matter. When they come up with a Black Lives Matter, and all those who are of the same race, the African Americans, stand united amongst one another to protest against Black lives. It shouldn't be a Black Lives Matter, but it should be a Black Lives Matter also. It should be a Black Lives Matter also. But at the same time, before you go out and protest, before you go out and stand with a sign, look at yourself being African American. For anyone who falls on this video, I'm going to speak something real. And it'll be truth to the point where, as in Scripture, when Christ called out the Pharisees who were about to stone the adulterer, this truth will be as the Pharisees when they begin to drop their stones one after the other, and they begin to walk away in shame. This is not to condemn, but to convict. For blacks within their own community, within their own people, they destroy their own people. They hurt their own people. Not only is this a physical killing, but they destroy their own people mentally, and that's the worst destruction. I would rather somebody physically kill me than to destroy me mentally and to have me live in this world year by year, being destroyed by someone who profess to be my people. They see your race and they say, you are my people. No. If I was your people, you would love me. If I was your people, you wouldn't break me. You wouldn't speak anything ill against me if I was your people. African Americans, I believe it's just ignorance. No one does their own research. No one looks at their own self. Blacks destroy blacks. The worst way is mentally. And the music, the movies, and how Hollywood portray and teach and train the African American community is sick. So from children, and I remember this growing up, me and my older brothers, from children, from childhood, trained through what you watch. You determine, and they show you, they train you by what you watch, what is acceptable and what is not, what is attractive and what is not, what is a disgrace and what shall be liked and acceptable and receiving. Anyone within the black community that is not acceptable by what they've been trained, they ridicule, they mock, they laugh at, they disown. This is within the black community. For those who fall on this video, and you are not of the African American descent, know the truth. Know the truth. For the average black or I would say the average African American, they have hostility towards one another. Why? Sometimes I don't know. But at the same time, I say it's what you are taught. It's what they teach you by the things you watch. Listen to the music you watch to. Listen to the music you observe. The music that you listen to. R&B, hip hop, foolish. They said, "Oh, this is our culture." If this is our culture, then why does our culture teach us to ridicule those who you quote unquote of the same color say, "This is my people"? They have their fist in the air saying black power. But this black power is destroying this other person who professes to have black power. The only way that you're accepted is basically if you have the same mentality of them, but they turn around and knock you down for not meeting their mental confused standards. Example. Let me give you a good example. And for many of those who fall on this video and you are African American, you can't shun it because you know it's the truth. Especially when it comes to school, elementary school, middle school, high school, also while you're in public. There could be a group of friends that sit down, that could congregate with one another. All of the same race. And they're just friends, female, male, whatever. Then you have one of the same race that you don't know. They can just walk by. And let's just say they're dark skinned. Their skin is darker, a lot darker, very dark than yours. But they fall into the category of what you would say, "Oh, black power. Oh, Black Lives Matter." Like I say, blacks destroy their own people within. That group who is black, majority, okay? I'm not going to say all of them. It's a majority. The minority who know better, they don't speak against it. They don't ridicule them. But if that person who is of a darker skin complexion walk by, those people who are sitting there in that group, disgustingly, they will speak against that person. Filth would come out of their mouth, judging that person by their outer appearance, though they are black. Though when someone of the other race, of another race, sees blacks, they see you black, period. They don't see a tone. But in the black community, we see a tone. In the black community, you are taught to praise one who is of a lighter complexion. This is what you're taught. You don't know. This is what you're taught. And you are taught to denounce one who is of a darker skin. Why? This world does not. This world belongs to Satan. So this is his agenda. You are taught to hate. You are taught to discriminate. This goes with the KKK. They are taught. It does not come naturally. So you stand up with the Black Lives Matter? No. You destroy your own people. Before another race could kill them. Not only do you physically kill them, you destroy them mentally. These kids in school, middle school, high school, college, are destroyed by their own people mentally. They laugh as someone that does not fit within that category of what they were taught by media that is acceptable. Not only does this go, I'm not trying to be ignorant to the fact that this is not just only black community, this is of all races, okay? But the simple fact that for people who are standing up to protest with posts, with signs, Black Lives Matter, in anger and in frustration, you must look at yourself. You are putting your own people down first. So who are you protesting against? Protest against yourself. For if all African Americans throughout the whole world, if they truly, in their hearts, in their minds, accepted those of the same color, and they seen that another race was attempting to kill them because of their color, then I can see why there's a Black Lives Matter. Love your people first, if that's your people. But the thing is, I'm African American. African Americans, by color, I don't see you as my people. My people are those of the spirit. And I will hold on to that until the day that I die. Those who believe in Yahweh, those who believe in Yeshua, who is the Son of the living God, the only way to the kingdom of heaven. Those are my brothers. Those are my sisters, whatever color you are. For one who is an African American standing before me, yet does not believe and refuse to heed and understand and believe that Yeshua is the only way to access the kingdom of heaven, and Yeshua is the Son of the living God, and Yahweh is the one and only true God, I don't care what society says, you are not my brother. I don't care what society says, you are not my sister. For I can look at one who is Caucasian. I can look at one who is Indian. I can look at one who is Chinese, Korean. Spiritually, with their beliefs, they are my brothers. They are my sisters. So there's no, black power. Not over here. I'm sorry. You want to call it racist? You want to call it, your traitor, your sellout? Call it what you want. I'm not about your cult. For people should not even be classified in color. For Jehovah said it himself, he has made the people, he has made us in his own image. So you discriminate someone based on their color, you're discriminating against. That's if you believe in Yahweh, Jehovah, and Christ. You are discriminating against the God that you call yourself professing. If God says, I have made man, he didn't say I have made blacks, I have made whites. He said, I have made man. These are the ones that's breathing. He said, I made him in my image, in my likeness. So for you to go against what he said I have made, you are basically shunning your nose at your creator. But those who don't know that is ignorance. Not only is it unwilling to learn, but you're being taught by false people, false shepherds. So when I look and I hear about the things of Black Lives Matter, every single individual, I could say, they don't like their own skin color. They discriminate against their own skin color. If someone's hair is not how you were taught, brainwashed to believe how their hair should be, you quickly speak against them. If their skin tone is not how you were taught, brainwashed on how it should be, you quickly denounce them, reject them. This goes for males and females. And that's disgusting to me. But you say Black Lives Matter. But you say, black power, Where's the power with this black power? There's no power, for you weaken that power in which you quote unquote say that you have. In shame, drop your stones and keep it moving. Look at your own self. For many of those who will fall on this video are those in their lifetime have put down their own race, destroying them within. But they don't understand, when you destroy somebody within, that's worse than killing them. When you destroy someone within, you don't know, that person may end up committing suicide because of what you said against them, saying that you don't approve of them because of their outer appearance. But they're supposed to be, oh, your people. Fist on fist, Black Lives Matter. You are a cancer within your own people. So you destroy your people and then you attempt to protect them. So you protect them against the outside race who is killing them, but you're killing them. So you're basically saying to the outside race, no, don't kill them. I want to kill them. Let me stand in protest. Don't kill them. I want to kill them. Mentally, you destroy them. Physically, you kill them. I mean, for real. Listen to the music. This rap, R&B. Is it really cultural? Or is it really a cult teaching you to destroy your own people mentally? Drawing you to hate what you said, this is my culture, this is my race, this is how I grew up in, my black strong people, natural hair, dark skin. But in your heart, while you're speaking of such, many men and many women who boast in these things, these men would not date women who are natural, curvy, big nose, big lips. They would not. They're liars and phony. These women would not date a man who is dark, rugged hair. Don't kid yourself. Lies. But this is a culture that people desire to embrace. It only breaks you down. But like I say, it's not everyone. There's some within the black community that understands, that knows what I'm talking about. There's sometimes, and I've noticed this, I will conversate with one of the opposite race. I will conversate with one of the same race. And for some reason, there's always some type of animosity, especially between women. I don't know how it is with men. When you approach one of the same race, there's an animosity. You don't even know that person. Where does that animosity come from? Ask yourself. This is what you're taught, though. This is by the music that you listen to. You destroy your own people. You have a preconceived idea of your own people, and that is negative. To the point where me approaching someone of the same color, they expect me, by being taught, to be rude, to be ignorant, to be not welcomed, to be ready to fight them. There's one scenario where I was assisting a younger African American. She didn't expect me to help her. She had this attitude, preconceived idea that I would speak harshly or not seeking to help her. And you already get that vibe. But I showed her that's not what it is. She was shocked because of this preconceived idea that she had been taught. So the thing is, when cops pull blacks over or African Americans over, they have a preconceived idea by what you watch, what you listen to, what you portray. And that is violence. That is ignorance. That is, oh, cops are our enemies. Granted, we're not fools. Granted, in every nation, in every tongue, there are crooked people. There are evil people. But it's not all of them. So there are crooked cops. Spiritually, they're evil and corrupt. But this has been learned. They have learned to be evil, learned to be crooked, learned to hate. So no matter who you are, including black, they're just pure evil. Especially when it comes to blacks. If that cop is pure evil, no matter what you do, though you are polite, he would try his hardest. She would try her hardest to destroy you. But if a cop has a preconceived idea of hate, having been learned of hate, and then the actual black person has a preconceived idea of hate, ignorance, the situation isn't good. But then you get those who are cops of the opposite race. They don't have this preconceived idea. They're not ignorant. They are the minority. But what if they pull over one who has a preconceived idea of hate in their hearts for cops? Oh, there's going to be trouble. Okay? So what if we have another scenario where there is a cop of the opposite race who does not have this stereotype in his head, and he pulls over one who is of African American descent, and this African American does not have this preconceived idea in his head? All is well. All is well. But as I said, the main problem is blacks against their own people. Look at how you judge your own people. But you want to protest against one of the opposite race. Oh, they're physically killing your people. They're physically killing your people. They're physically killing your people. But you mentally kill your own people, though you don't know that. You don't even care. You boast in your heart. You talk about them. You laugh about them. And then on top of that, you fight them. Do you have incidents in elementary school, high school, and college where I've witnessed the majority of fights in school were blacks against blacks? The majority of gang killings in school was blacks against blacks. Preconceived idea. Hate. You learn to hate your own people. Your own people, quote unquote, because you see them by color. But you say Black Lives Matter. You say Black Power. Many people say, oh, the white devil has taught us to hate. It ain't the white devil that's taught you to hate. Look at what you're listening to. These rappers who are African American. These song artists who are African American. Those who are producing movies who are African American, who are killing one another, teaching you to hate your own race, boasting about money, boasting about yourself, but you're saying, oh, the white devil teaches us to hate. Look at what you're listening to. Blame yourself. Why do you feed into this nonsense? You have a conscience. Your conscience tells you what is right and wrong. But you feed into foolishness, but you want to blame the opposite race. Can you blame them? If you kill your own people mentally and physically, why are you angry and protesting about someone of the opposite race joining you in what you're doing? They're just joining you. Can they not join you? And this is some real stuff. People don't want to hear it because they want to play victim. They want to play victim. But this is not about playing victim. And the thing what hurts me the most, the thing that sickens me the most, I could see the youth. I could see if the youth was going through this Black Lives Matter. But for one who is an elder, for one who is about 30, late 20s and up, and you're in this foolishness talking about Black Lives Matter, do you not see what the youth is listening to? The thing is, you cannot see because you're listening to the same foolishness. You have these young artists now, even the artists that you listen to back in the day, they bring their own people down. Disgracing their own people. And this is what you bob your head to. This is what you say, oh, I love this. This is nice. This is a hit. No, it's not a hit. It's not a culture. It's a cult, which was created to destroy blacks. The police don't have to kill you. They can just let you be. Because the thing is, you're going to kill your own self. You kill your own self mentally and physically. Just continue to listen to those same rappers and these artists that you look up to so much, trying to justify your life to live just like these fools. The police don't have to do anything. Just let the blacks continue to do what they do. And eventually, they will kill, destroy their own. And there will be no more. That is the truth. Accept it.